Hi Nana. Right. So we were learning about the factors that influence the enol percentage. So these are the 9 factors which uh, change the percentage of enol in the given compound. Already we have seen that if a compound in the liquid form, that means generally carbonyl compounds we have discussed, because tautomerism, it is shown by the carbonyl compounds mainly. Okay, so this particular type of ketoenol tautomerism, it is related to carbonyl compounds. So the compound it exists in two forms. So here, if the compound it is having little amount of acid or little amount of base, if it is having little amount of acid or little amount of base, then the compound it exists in dynamic equilibrium with the two forms. One is keto form and another one is enol form. Okay, right. So here generally keto form will be more percentage than the enol form of the compound. The same compound it exists in two different forms, keto form and enol form. In general, keto form will be more than the enol form, but under certain conditions, so enol form will be more stable. Okay, generally keto is more stable than the enol, but under certain conditions enol form become more stable. When enol form become more stable, the percentage of the enol form in this compound will be more. So now we were learning what are the factors that influence the enol form. That means that can increase the percentage of enol form, or else that change the percentage of enol form we will learn. So these are the 9 factors. One is presence of active methylene group, aromaticity of enol, bridgehead carbon, the concept related to bridgehead carbon, ring system. Okay, ringed carbonyl compounds, that means cyclic carbonyl compounds, carbonyl compounds, or else cyclic ketones. Next, steric relief, alpha carbonyl group. Okay, next the presence of alpha carbonyl group. Okay, the next one is excess of alpha substitution by fluorine. Next, effect of solvent. Next, effect of temperature. So we have seen all these things in our previous video. Now we will learn all the in depth about all these things. So first factor is presence of active methylene group. First factor is presence of active methylene group. Okay. See, what is active methylene group? What is active methylene group? What is methylene group? Methylene group means CH2. So this group is said to be methylene group. So active methylene group. So when methylene group is present between two carbonyl groups. Okay. So when methylene group is present between two carbonyl groups, then such a methylene group is said to be active methylene group. Okay, methylene group surrounded by two carbonyl groups is called as active methylene group. See, active methylene, the hydrogen atoms which are present on this carbon. So these two are the hydrogen atoms which are present on this active methylene group. So this is one carbon. Let us assume this is also carbon atom and this is also carbon atom. So now in this compound, so this is the functional group and this is also a carbonyl functional group. So this will become alpha carbon. This also will become alpha carbon, because the carbon which is adjacent to functional group is said to be alpha carbon. So this is also adjacent to functional group. So this is also from here also it is adjacent, and here also this carbon is also adjacent. So these 3 are alpha carbons, and these 8 are alpha hydrogens. So these 2 alpha hydrogens are more acidic. Active methylene, the hydrogen atoms are more acidic than normal alpha hydrogens. So these are all normal alpha hydrogens. These are all normal alpha hydrogens, but these 2 are very highly acidic alpha hydrogens. Okay, because here suppose why this is more acidic than this one, because look here, suppose if this hydrogen is lost, what happens? So here it forms a double bond, and this hydrogen will move to this hydrogen will shift to oxygen. So therefore it forms OH. Okay, let us assume. So here CH2 C double bond O CH3. So what happens here? Resonance is there. What is resonance? Conjugation. What is the meaning of conjugation? Conjugation means, so a lone pair, next double bond, tarvata lone pair, double bond, single bond, double bond. So like this. So that means if a double bond alternates with another double bond by a single bond, then such type of system is said to be conjugate system. It will be more stable, because what happens? So this double bond will come here, and this double bond will move here. So as a result of, so it forms like this structure. So that means, so what is happening here? Electron charge. Electron means charge. So pi electrons are the pi bond is weak bond. Hence these pi electrons, they can move easily. As it is weak bond, it breaks down easily, and these electrons will move from one place to another place. So hence it is said to be delocalization. Delocalization. They are not localized. That means they do not remain at the same place. They keep on moving from one place to another place. When electrons keep on moving from one place to another place, that means pi electrons. So what happens? So during that process, that molecule will lose some of its energy and becomes more stable. So delocalization, and this process is said to be conjugation. So for conjugation to occur, so what happens? So here presence of alternate double bonds, or else lone pair with a double bond is also will also show this type of conjugation. Okay, so here what happens? So here what happens here? Double bond is there, single bond. Okay, lone pair. So here conjugation is there, but here that much conjugation is not present. Okay, actually here it should be like this. If it is like this, then it shows conjugation. That means lone pair, double bond. The double bond, the adjacent, the atom which is having lone pair, so it involves in conjugation. See here, conjugation is not present. But suppose if this hydrogen, if we remove this hydrogen, what happens? If this hydrogen is removed, so here what happens? So that means this hydrogen is removed. How it is removed? So this bond will shift here. This hydrogen will move here. Okay, as a result of this one, what happens? So a double bond is formed, and this bond will move here. So it forms. So here lone pair is there. So lone pair, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. So here conjugation is present. So due to the presence of conjugation, if this hydrogen is lost, so conjugation is present. Large amount of conjugation is present. But here, if this hydrogen is lost, So conjugation is not present in that much amount. So whenever the conjugation increases, the stability increases. When conjugation increases, what happens? Stability increases. So that is why the hydrogens of active methylene group, it is more acidic. Okay, because after losing of this hydrogen, so what happens? It forms a conjugated structure. So it will become more stable. So when compared to this structure is more stable because there is more conjugation in this structure. Right. So that means conjugation increases stability. So presence of active methylene group. Whenever active methylene group is present, so the alpha hydrogens of this active methylene group only will participate in tautomerism. Tautomerism, because this hydrogen is shifted here. So before that it was keto form. So when hydrogen is shifted from here to, so before that it was keto form, like this. So when hydrogen is shifted from here to here, so this double bond is shifted to here. Now it is converted to enol form. This is ol and this is en. So keto form will convert into enol form. That means tautomerism has taken place. So keto form is converted into enol form. Here tautomer. This is another tautomer. This is a tautomer of previous compound. So when compared to this tautomer is more stable, because in the formation of this tautomer, after the formation of this tautomer, so you will find the more conjugation. Okay. So this tautomer is formed due to the shifting of alpha hydrogen related to active methylene group. But this tautomer is formed, this ketoenol tautomer is formed due to the migration of alpha hydrogen of other carbon atom, not active methylene carbon atom. Simply it is an alpha carbon atom. So what happens? There is no that much amount of conjugation here. So as a result of this one, what happens? The percentage of so that means the stability of this one will be more. So when conjugation is more, what happens? When conjugation is more, the percentage of the stability of the compound will be more. That means this now it is enol. So here it is more stable. When it is in more stable form, so the enol content of this compound will be more. Okay, so that means presence of active methylene group will increase the enol content. Presence of active methylene group will increase the enol content because the conjugate base formed. See, after removal of this hydrogen, suppose if this hydrogen is removed before coming here, before reaching this place, so what happened? It is called as now it is called as enolate ion. So this is called as enolate ion. So now this is more stable form. Because conjugation is present. So now this hydrogen will attach here. So this is a conjugate base. This is conjugate base of its previous form. Its previous form is keto form. So now it is enol form. So enol form is the conjugate base of keto form. Okay. So what happens after the here in active methylene group, the hydrogen atoms are more acidic than normal alpha hydrogens because the conjugate base which is formed by deprotonation. Deprotonation means loss of hydrogen. The conjugate base which is formed by the deprotonation. Deprotonation means deprotonation. Proton means H plus ion. Deprotonation means loss of H plus ion. So conjugate base formed. This is a conjugate base which is formed after the deprotonation. Okay. So this it will be the conjugate form base which is formed will be more stable. Okay. Due to resonance, due to this conjugation. Okay. So due to resonance or conjugation between the two carbonyl groups. So between two carbonyl groups there is a resonance or else conjugation, hence it will become more stable. Right, one thing. Next, one more point. So any group that increases the acidity of active methylene, any group that increases the acidity of active methylene, active methylene hydrogen atoms, acidity of active methylene hydrogen atoms, so it increases the enol content, will increase the enol content, enol percentage or else enol content. For example, there is a group attached to this one. So here some group. So what happened? What type of group it is? So it can increases the acidity of this one. Okay. So the alpha hydrogen. So what is the meaning of increase of acidity of alpha hydrogen? See here what happens. So this carbon is having partial positive charge and this oxygen is having partial negative charge due to polarity, natural polarity of this carbon, this functional group. So this carbon will always suffer due to positive charge. So this carbon will suffer loss of electrons. Okay. So this carbon will always try to gain electrons from somewhere. Suppose, so from where it will try to gain electron? So it will try to gain electron from this alpha hydrogen. So these electrons will try to shift to this carbon, and a bond is formed between this carbon and that carbon. And as a result of this one, what happens? If this bond is broken down, so now this positive charge, it is shifted to hydrogen, because now hydrogen has, so actually one of the electron is related to hydrogen and one electron is related to this carbon only and other electron is related to hydrogen. Now this hydrogen has lost its electron, and as a result of loss of electron, this hydrogen will get a positive charge. So now it becomes acidic hydrogen. So this alpha hydrogen has turned into acidic hydrogen. Why? Because this carbon, it will try to gain electron. So in that process, it will take electrons of this bond to here, and as a result of this, what happens? A pi bond is formed. So this electron pair will shift onto this oxygen. Okay, this pi bond electron pair will shift onto this oxygen. Now oxygen will get that electron pair. Okay, already there are 4 electron pairs on. There are 2 lone pairs of electron before that. There are two lone pairs of electrons. Now this pi bond is also shifted to this one. So now this oxygen is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that means it is having excess electron. So that means one lone pair of electron is in excess. So what happens? It gets negative charge on it. Okay. So now this is called as enolate ion. Right. So it in general it will be like that. So this carbon, that means That means this carbon will try will make this hydrogen to become more acidic. If it has more attracting tendency of this electron pair, what happens? This electron pair will be will be attracted more. So depending upon the positive charge in this on this carbon, depending upon the positive magnitude of positive charge on this carbon, this bond will shift to this one. If it is having more positive charge, this bond will shift fastly and this hydrogen will become more acidic hydrogen. Suppose if this carbon, if it is unable to take this, if it is having less positive charge on it, in that case what happens? These electrons cannot be attracted by this one because less positive charge is there. So as it is having less positive charge, less magnitude of positive charge, so that means these electrons cannot be attracted to that extent. Suppose if it is having more positive charge, what happens? This electron pair will be attracted, the electron pair of this bond will be attracted to this carbon with more extent. So now here the question is, under which conditions the positive charge on the carbon is increased? So naturally this carbon is having somewhat positive charge, partial positive charge on it, and this oxygen is having partial negative charge on it. So but here when a group of atoms which is having more ability to attract the electrons from this carbon, so here this group is said to be negative in the minus IE group. This group is said to be minus IE group. Minus IE group, what happens? It will try to attract the electron from this carbon. So already this carbon is suffering due to less amount of electrons, okay, less electron density, and at that time, so this atom is trying to pull the electrons from this carbon. As a result of this, what happens? The positive charge on this carbon will increase because the density of electron, it is attracted by this group. As a result of this one, the electron density on this carbon decreases. When electron density on this carbon decreases, what happens? The positive charge on this carbon increases. When positive charge on this carbon increases, what happens? It immediately attracts this electron. It will immediately attract the electrons between the alpha carbon and alpha hydrogen. So immediately this bond will break down. Okay, and this bond is attracted to this one. So here the movement of this bond here, it depends upon the magnitude of positive charge on this carbon. When the magnitude of positive charge on this carbon increases, that bond will shift immediately. When the magnitude of positive charge it is less, that bond cannot move here with that effect. Okay, so here, so this group, the presence of any group that increases the acidity on active methylene. So what is happening here? This group is increasing the acidity because this group is decreasing the electron density on this carbon. As a result of this one, so this carbon will immediately take these electrons. As a result, when these electrons are taken by this carbon, now this hydrogen will become acidic hydrogen, H plus. This positive charge is shifted to that hydrogen, and it becomes a double bond here, and this double bond will become it will be shifted to this oxygen, and now this oxygen will become negative charge. Okay, so here this group what is happening? It is increasing the acidic nature of this methylene group. Okay, so any group that increases the acidity of active methylene group, active methylene hydrogen atom. So here this group, because it is electron withdrawing group. Withdrawing group means it will try to take electrons from carbon atom. Electron withdrawing withdrawing group. Withdrawing group means it will take electron density from this carbon. So as a result of this, the positive charge on this carbon is decreased. When the electron density on this carbon is decreased. When electron density on this carbon decreases, the positive charge on this carbon increases. Whenever the positive charge on this carbon increases, so immediately it will affect this bond. So that bond will shift here. This bond will break and that bond will shift here and it forms a pi bond. So now what happened? This hydrogen will be removed as H plus ion. So that means this one will affect the formation of H plus ion. So if that group increases the acidity of active methylene group, suppose here if H plus ion is formed easily, what happens? Immediately this H plus ion will attack this oxygen to form OH. That means it is forming enol structure. So I mean, depending upon this atom, so the formation of enol takes place. So any group that increases the acidity of active methylene, so active methylene hydrogen atom will increase the enol percentage. Then the percentage, that compound is converting into enol. When that compound is converting into enol, that means the percentage of enol is increased. The percentage of enol is increased. So like this. Okay, so now we will learn about these groups. The groups which can increase the percentage of enol. So the groups which can increase the percentage of enol. So about these groups we will learn. Right. Suppose if this is alkyl group, what happens? If alkyl group are connected to carbonyl carbon, if alkyl group are connected to carbonyl carbon, so this is what? This is a carbon of carbonyl. Okay, so now so this is a carbon of carbon, this is a carbonyl group and this is a carbon of carbonyl group. So now it is connected to what? Alkyl. Suppose if it is alkyl group, generally alkyl group is denoted by R. If alkyl group are connected to carbonyl carbons, okay, they see, actually the specialty of alkyl group is this alkyl group will provide electron density. This alkyl group, the specialty of alkyl group is alkyl group will provide electron density to this carbon. See, when electron density here what happens? So when alkyl group is attached to this carbon, the electron density on this carbon increases because some of the electron is pumped towards the carbon. Some of the electrons are pumped from alkyl groups towards the carbon. As a result of this, what happened? The positive charge, the amount of positive charge on the carbon decreases. When the amount of positive charge on the carbon decreases, what happens? So the bond between carbon and hydrogen, it does not move to between these two carbon atoms easily. That means, so if this bond is not shifted here easily, the formation of enol will not take place easily. That means that compound will remain as a keto form only. Okay, if alkyl group are connected to carbonyl carbon, okay, they decrease the partial positive charge on the carbon. Why do they decrease? Because these alkyl groups, the specialty of alkyl group is they release electrons. They release electrons to this atom. Okay, so that means when they release electrons to this carbon atom, so what happens? The positive charge on the carbon the positive charge on the carbon decreases. The positive charge on the carbon decreases. Whenever the positive charge on carbon decreases, so immediately it affects this hydrogen. So this hydrogen will become lazy hydrogen. It does not convert into H plus ion easily, because this bond cannot be moved towards this direction, because this carbon is having less positive charge. If it is having less positive charge, it cannot attract these electrons. If it is having more positive charge, then it attracts these electrons. Okay, so if it is having more positive charge, then it will become more active hydrogen. It will become more acidic hydrogen. So depending upon the amount of positive charge on this carbon, okay, the acidic nature of this alpha hydrogen will be. Okay, so if alkyl group are connected to carbonyl carbon, they decrease the positive charge on the carbon, okay, by electron releasing effect. So here it will release electrons to this carbon. So that effect is called as electron. It is called as electron releasing effect. Electron releasing effect. Electron releasing effect. Okay. It is also called as the electron releasing effect. It is called as plus I effect. Plus I effect. That means electron is added to this functional group. Electron is added to this functional group. So plus I effect means, so here the functional group is getting electrons from here. So plus I effect. Plus I means inductive effect. Plus I effect, it is also called as inductive effect, positive inductive effect. Okay, so electron releasing effect, and thus decreases the acidity of methylene hydrogen. Acidity of methylene hydrogen. Methylene hydrogen atom. Okay, methylene hydrogen atom. So these are said to be methylene hydrogen atoms. See, depending upon the positive charge of the carbon of carbonyl compound, carbonyl group, so the acidity of hydrogen atom will be. So if the positive charge here, the carbon of carbonyl functional group has more positive charge, then this hydrogen will become more active acidic hydrogen. So like this, right? Next, so this is about alkyl group. Suppose if it is alkoxy group, alkoxy means alkyl and oxygen. So if alkyl group is attached to if it is attached to this carbon through oxygen, so hence this group is said to be alkoxy group. Alkoxy group. So what does this alkoxy group do? Alkoxy group involves in resonance. Why? Because see, alkoxy group, so this oxygen is having a lone pair, two lone pairs of electrons. See, this oxygen, this lone pair will shift here, and this will shift here. So what happens? So movement of charge. So as a result of this, what happens? It will form a double bond here. Okay, so single bond will form here. That means, so here instead of getting electrons from this bond, so what is happening? This oxygen is releasing its electron. Okay, this oxygen is releasing its electron. So now this carbon is getting sufficient amount of electrons. So what happens now? This carbon cannot take electrons from here. That means this is busy now. That means here enol is not formed. So this hydrogen is not shifting to here. So hence it is not forming enol. If this hydrogen is shifted to here, then it forms all of enol will form. So what happens? So here again this electron will shift here and forms double bond, and again these electrons will come back. So like this. So these electrons will move from here to here and from here to here. So that means still this compound will exist in the form of ketone only, keto form only. So that means it will stabilize the conjugate base by deprotonation. So that means deprotonation does not take place, decreases the availability to stabilize the conjugate base after deprotonation. See what is happening. Suppose if this hydrogen is lost. Suppose if this hydrogen is lost. Suppose let us assume this hydrogen is lost. It will become so now what happens? So conjugation takes place, it will become more stable, but what happens? So here this oxygen, it will supply its electrons. Okay, so what happens now? Here in this direction also conjugation takes place. So that means the conjugation in this direction, okay, it is somewhat decreased by the conjugation in this direction. Hence here the enolate ion, the stability of enolate ion somewhat decreases. Okay, because here this one will here these electrons will involve in the conjugation. So as a result of this one, so the amount of conjugation in this direction will decrease. Okay, alkoxy group involves in resonance with it involves in resonance with what? With carbonyl carbon. So that means this group will involve in resonance with carbonyl carbon. Thus decreasing. That's decreasing. Due to this one, what happens here? There will be decrease, thus decreasing its availability. Because now this carbon group is not available for this conjugation, because this carbon is available for this conjugation. This carbon is available, and it is not available for this conjugation after deprotonation. Even after deprotonation also, after deprotonation, if this carbon is available for this conjugation, then it will become more stable. Okay, so that means here this carbon is available for this conjugation, hence and it is not available for this conjugation. So that is why this hydrogen does not undergo deprotonation. That means this hydrogen will does not lose from this compound. So why does it lose? Generally, why hydrogen is lost from this carbon? If hydrogen is lost in the form of H plus ion, then the resultant structure will become more stable. But here, when does it become more stable? If this carbon is available for this conjugation. If this carbon is available for this conjugation, then it will become more stable after loss of H plus ion. But here, what is happening? Alkoxy groups, that means electron releasing groups, involve in resonance with the carbonyl carbon. See, this is called as alkoxy group. So this will involve in the resonance with the this carbon. So that means this part will involve in resonance. So thus decreasing its availability. That means this carbon is not available for this type of conjugation. See, look here. See, so here this carbon will involve conjugation with alkoxy group because it is electron releasing group. Electron releasing groups ERG. It decreases the conjugation of active methylene. So actually, suppose as this is electropositive and this is electronegative, I mean these two so because of the electron deficiency on this carbon, it will try to pull these electrons towards this side. As a result of this one, what happens? So these electrons will form a bond, and these electrons will appear on this. Okay, so that it form enolate ion. Now this hydrogen will form H plus, and this H plus will attack this oxygen to form OH. So like this the things go. Okay, and finally it forms enol. In general it shows like this, but here that means this carbon now, so now in this enol form, so here a lone pair, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. Okay, so like this, here there is a conjugation. Okay, so here why hydrogen will lose? Because hydrogen, after losing of hydrogen from this carbon, from alpha methylene, from active methylene group, what happens? It becomes a stable. It becomes a stable enolate ion, and this will involve in the conjugation, so to form finally H plus. But here if this is attached, suppose if this is not attached, if it is some other group, then it will be like this. But here if this is alkoxy group, what happens? Now this carbon, as this carbon is involved in the conjugation with this alkoxy group, so now this carbon, what happens? Its positive charge decreases. Because it is electron releasing group. That means it will release electrons towards the carbon. So as a result of this, the positive charge on carbon decreases, and this carbon, as it is involved in this conjugation, so it does not it is not available for the to become conjugation. It is not available for a conjugation of this chain. So thus decreasing its availability to stabilize the conjugate base. What is conjugate base? Suppose if this hydrogen is lost, then the resultant structure is said to be conjugate base. Okay, so here it involves in conjugation. So conjugation will due to the presence of conjugation, so that conjugate base which is formed after deprotonation. Deprotonation means loss of proton, will become stable. That means if carbon is available for this conjugation, then it will become stable. But due to the presence of this one attached to this carbonyl carbon, what happens? This carbon is not available for this conjugation. So what happens? It is used up. This carbon is used up in this conjugation. So that what happens? So here C minus is not formed. That means this hydrogen is not lost in the form of acidic hydrogen, because if carbon is available for this conjugation, then this hydrogen will move out. It will deprotonate. Okay, to form enolate ion. Only in the case that this carbon is available for the conjugation after deprotonation. But here, as this carbon is already involved in this process, in the conjugation with this alkoxy group, so this is not available for the subsequent conjugation of this chain. Hence, this hydrogen does not be removed in the form of H plus ion. So that means deprotonation does not take place. Okay, so if deprotonation does not take place, what happens? So it does not form enol. So it remains as keto form only. That means alkoxy group, what happens? It decreases the conjugation. It decreases this conjugation. So whenever conjugation is decreased, what happens? The substance will remain in keto form only. Okay, so whenever conjugation is increased, then the substance will turn into enol form. So like this. So what happened? The presence of active methylene group, okay, it affects the enol form, because what type of so this is active methylene group, but here when along with the active methylene group, when alkoxy group is attached to this carbonyl carbon, what happens? Here deprotonation does not take place, and the conjugation does not takes place here, because this will decrease the conjugation. So whenever the conjugation is decreased, so enol form does not take place. So it remains as keto form only. Right. Next type of group. Okay, next type of group that increases the acidity of active methylene group. So, let us see what is the next type of mm, atom or group. See phenyl. Let us see this phenyl groups. What is phenyl group? Phenyl group means C6H5 group. C6H5 is known as phenyl group. So if you remove one hydrogen from benzene, so this is what? This is benzene. If one hydrogen is removed, what happens? This bond will become vacant. So now this group is said to be phenyl group. So if phenyl group is attached to, if phenyl group is attached to carbonyl group, phenyl group attached to carbonyl group, it provides, okay, groups provide extended conjugation, extended conjugation in the enol form, okay. See, for example, I will let us see this the attachment of benzene ring. Benzene ring, that means phenyl group. When phenyl group is attached, see, already there is conjugation, alternate double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, like this. So again here, what happens? So this is active methylene group. Okay. Let us assume here also benzene ring. Now what happens? So this suppose here there is a conjugation in the ring. Suppose if this hydrogen is removed, deprotonation takes place. Okay, so what happens here? Because this is what uh, this is electron withdrawing group. Actually, phenyl group is electron withdrawing group. Okay, so what happens? Electron withdrawing group will try to withdraw electrons from from this one. That means electrons will move from carbon towards benzene. Electron will move from carbon towards benzene. So when electron moves from carbon towards benzene, the electron density on carbon decreases. When electron density on carbon decreases, what happens? When electron density on carbon decreases, the positive charge on carbon increases. With the increase on positive charge on the carbon, so this carbon will try to get electrons because of increase of positive charge on carbon. It will try to get electrons. Okay, where does it get electron from? It gets electrons from the bond which is formed between alpha carbon and hydrogen. So the bond means two electrons. So those two electrons are those two electrons. First, so this one will make the hydrogen to move or else to deprotonate. So this will this will provoke this hydrogen to separate, and here that hydrogen is separated in the form of H plus, so that now the electron now the lone pair of electron are available on this carbon, so that this lone pair of electron will be utilized by this carbon for the formation of bond. Okay, for the formation of double bond here. So now this bond will shift on to this oxygen. Okay, now this hydrogen will attack this one negative charge and forms. Okay, here look here. So when enol is formed, what happened? So here there is a double bond, there is a conjugation, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. Okay, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. That means there is a extension of conjugation. That means conjugation is extended from the ring outside towards outside. That means in enol form, that means when hydrogen is attached, it is detached from carbon and attached to oxygen, what happens? A double bond is developed here. So as a result of this one, what is happening? So the conjugation is extended from the ring towards outside. That means here this benzene ring will increase the conjugation. It will try to increase the conjugation. That is why generally electron withdrawing group, what happens? Increases the conjugation. Whenever conjugation is increased in this chain, in this part, whenever conjugation is increased, what happens? It favors the formation of enol. Hence what happens? This benzene ring or else these phenyl rings will increase the enol content. So therefore this enhances its enol content. It's enol content. That means the enol percentage of enol will increase. Okay, the percentage of enol will increase when phenyl group is attached to the ring. And one more thing, here this hydrogen and will form hydrogen bonding. This hydrogen will form hydrogen bonding with the oxygen. So that means two things are happening. So one thing is conjugation is increased and hydrogen bond is formed. So what happens due to the formation of hydrogen bond? So the Gibbs free energy of enol will increase by 29 kilojoule per mole. Okay, and also whenever conjugation is increased, it increases the stability. Okay, so whenever as the stability is increased, hence the enol form, this compound will exist in the form of enol form, because in the enol form, so the stability is more, hence the substance will remain in large proportion or else in large amounts in the form of enol form than in the form of keto than in keto form. Okay, so that means the percentage of enol will increase, okay, with when phenyl groups are attached to this carbonyl carbon. Okay, so uh, like this different several groups. So that means any group that increase the acidity of active methylene hydrogen atoms. So it increases the enol content. So that means whenever the acidity of hydrogen is increased, what happens? So it will lead to the increase in enol content. So which one will increase? So it depends upon whether the group is electron withdrawing group or electron releasing group. All electron withdrawing groups will increase the acidity of this hydrogen. When the acidity of this hydrogen is increased, what happens? So this hydrogen will be deprotonated and it will attach to oxygen, and finally it forms enol. Right. So like this, I mean, the presence of active methylene groups can be discussed. Okay, we will discuss about the other things in the next video.